What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video, we're going to be giving you guys a review on the Bestop Supertop soft top. Don't forget to go ahead and pre-order yours if you do want to go ahead and pick it up. Let's go ahead and get into the review with BENZ Tech, and we'll go ahead and show you a little bit about it, and we'll go ahead and show you just how to fold it, how to remove it, and then how to put it back if you guys are interested in that. We're going to try to be as honest as we can. Let's go ahead and get into the video and we'll get to it. So before I get today's video started, I did want to let you guys know that I have a 10% off discount code. Select your vehicle, new Supertop, because that's the one I do have. It's a 5 or a 6 foot, and I have a 5 foot. So just to show you guys really quick, as you can tell, they are on pre-order only. Go ahead and go to checkout. The discount code is going to be JesseRizo Bestop. That's it, nothing too hard. Go ahead and apply it. As you can tell, it says minus 80 bucks, so almost 100 bucks off. Let's go ahead and get back to the video. All right, you guys, so as for the looks, I really like the look of this one. It looks more rugged. I also like the fact that this thing comes with a third brake light. So another thing about this one, you can also, which I'll show you right now in a minute, you can also purchase side windows for it. It does come with them covered. You could remove them, and we'll show you just exactly how right now. But if you did want to go ahead and purchase regular windows, kind of like similar back here, you can go ahead and do so. So that's really awesome of them to offer it. For the price you pay for this, I think it's well worth the money. Let's go ahead and start diving into how to remove it.
So I'm just going to demonstrate how we're going to practically fold this thing down, take it apart, all that kind of stuff, take the windows out. One thing we're kind of iffy on the bar is the fact that you have to pull everything apart pretty much to get the bar out before you can fold the tailgate and be able to walk through. It's a little hassle, but it's not too bad, I guess. First things first, for this back window, we're gonna pop off both of these buttons, and then you're gonna notice the zipper. We're gonna take the zipper off. There's one, as you guys saw in the video, there's 3 total. 1, 2, and then the one up top, 3. So down here, it's up in the bar, so we'll take this out of the bar.
So if you notice, there is a little tab here, so it does help if you pull down and over, because like he stated, it does have a tab, which is this, and it goes inside of here. One thing we did want to note as well, everything is pretty tight on there, so the zippers are a little bit harder. So yeah, it does make it harder to remove it, but it's also an upside. That being said, why we say it's an upside is because we feel it's gonna last a lot longer, and it's just better quality,
more secure.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to get into, so for people trying to keep people out of here, it's going to take them a while to get in. As you can tell, take a little bit. Now that we got that back one done, we're practically going to do the same thing on both sides of these. Undo this Velcro. And these are pretty large zippers, so it's easy to get. Last zipper, I think, is right here.
You guys do remember on the install, we were saying that top one is a little bit more on the harder side. And it's also clipped in just like that. The same plastics it's gonna have all the way around. Now that the window is off, you could, instead of utilizing this one, you could purchase some clear windows. They do come tinted, but some actual like windows for this side, and of course the opposite side. So let's go ahead and now remove this side.
One thing I do like about it, as we were stating, the fact that the canvas is really thick, so it's a lot more durable. One thing is kind of tricky about it though is how dirty it gets and how much dirt it holds.
That being said though, stay till the end of the video, because we are going to show you guys, well, basically we're going to go ahead and wash the truck and just show you firsthand. This is also going to be my first time washing it, so you guys are both going to see firsthand with me on how easy or how hard it is to wash. Now looking at it, I mean, if you guys are like on a safari run or something, look at that. You can have people back there and it's gonna look cool.
Next to getting this thing to fold down is we gotta get this bar out. And to do that, we just gotta pull the clips out, or the plastic off of here. But just like that, you just gotta get the one on both sides. And then this bar will come out, because if you notice, it's still there. Gotta just take it off.
That is the bar that we were saying that is a little bit of downside. It would be awesome if it got stuck to maybe this when you pull it down, or even to the top piece when you pull it up. That way the bar doesn't stay. That would be an upside, but it's nothing too bad.
No, it comes off fairly easy. But yeah, if it was stuck to this, so that way when you fold it up and down, that way it's not in your way when you're loading stuff with the camper on. Next to getting this thing to fold is we got to undo this side now, because we did this flap, so now we got to do this flap. So same thing, it's just kind of up underneath it. So there's two, one, two, and then the final one is for the actual pillar itself. And that's it. All right, and then now that we got this disconnected, since we do have the third brake light, remember that the wire harness for it runs down. So all we're gonna do is untuck it from underneath here where we put it. And it's got rubber connectors, so no need to tape, but we're just do that and that's it. We're not to unplug anything else. We're gonna move off to this side, same thing. Take this one off, take this one off. That's it for that. We just have to undo this one right here, and then this section right here stays in that. And then what else you want to do is just unbutton this, because we're going to fold it up into that.
That's the cool thing about that. We'll show you right now how that works.
This side, just unbuckle this one right here. Now getting it to fold, it's actually a very simple step. You're just going to undo this one tab, and then you're going to pull this pin out and just kind of push this up out of the way. Pull that up, pull this tab, get this bar out of the way. In the channel of the bed rail, you can actually pull it back, so that way it'll lay down. We are going to put it in the storage mode, I guess you can call it. It's very simple. All you're going to do is take your flap that hangs down off the front, and it just zips up here on the back side of this, where your back window would zip up. I'll tuck inside.
Tell it's basically now it looks like if it would be a convertible top or something like that. It's awesome that you can still utilize your bed without having to remove it 100%. Now if you did want to 100% remove it, we're going to show you just right now how easy it really is. We're not going to do it, but we'll show you what you have to do.
All you would do is, if you're taking it off the rest of the way, you would have to undo this canvas that runs in the in channel on the back side. Lift this thing up, slide it to where the opening is to pull the mount, and then you just pop the two arms out and you're gone. You'll have all three rails on still. If you really wanted to take off the rails, all you'd have to do is undo the 4 clamps, which is just the bolts, and then you can get the rails off. But
that bolt there, there's of course another bolt right there, and then one right there, and one here. And if you remove those 4 bolts, it would remove, of course, the whole thing.
The rail system, yeah.
Right now, we're gonna go ahead and now reconstruct it, and then we'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit more of the pros and the cons on this thing. Alright you guys, so now we're done. It wasn't too hard. Just like we stated earlier, the canvas is really strong, so it does make it a little more difficult than it should be, but there's nothing wrong with that.
The one thing I will say is that now that it's been on the truck for a while, taking it off, putting it back on, it was a lot easier.
Yeah.
The canvas did stretch itself out just enough for us to be able to do it one person at a corner. It helped out a lot.
Yeah, because I know when we did first do the install, like he stated, the canvas was a little bit on the harder side, so to stretch it over made it a little bit difficult. So just keep that in mind if you do end up purchasing this. You could accomplish it by yourself, but I would highly recommend getting someone. As far as like the pros, what do you think? Material is good.
Material's great. It's like I said, it's strong.
I think the whole design and construction of it, the looks and all that, to me personally, I think it looks great. It looks like if it would be a hard shell, but it's not a hard shell, if that makes sense. Before you do the install, just also make sure you do measure. Like no joke, you guys gotta measure this, or else it's gonna be a little bit crooked. So that's another thing, you just gotta pay attention on the installation process. Something that is a con, honestly, you can't really store too much in here. Well, you could store anything you want, but as far as security wise, if someone really wanted to steal something that you have in there, they could. They honestly could just grab a big knife, cut through that window, and that's it. Your stuff's gone.
Or even just unzip it and take it.
Or that. So just take note of that. On the next clip that you guys see, we are gonna go ahead and wash it. And this is gonna be my first time washing it after like a month of having it. So we're gonna see just how easy it is to wash or not. Another thing, Bestop does sell some product for you to buy, and I would probably highly recommend it. I think it's only about 40 bucks, which is not bad at all. It helps protect it. So I would probably buy those products off of them. Just our quick thoughts on it. If you do still have questions, please make sure to comment them down below. or you could always email me. My email is always in the description box below, and I'll be glad to answer your guys' questions on it. So now that we're back home, we're gonna go ahead and pressure wash it really quick and just show you how it looks once we dry it and everything's said and done. One thing I did want to touch note before I do finish washing it, as you can tell, the water does bead off of this and it doesn't go inside because it is waterproof. One thing to note back here, when you do go ahead and wash it, make sure you use maybe like a microfiber towel or something like that. If you do use a dry rag on the window itself, it can scratch it, so just take note of that. So what I used to wash it was just this regular type of microfiber wash towel, wash mitt. It was pretty easy, like a regular car, you wash it, that simple. Once you go to dry, you're gonna notice, like I said, this kind of beads off, and it's really easy to dry. You literally just wipe away, and as you can tell, it dries. I mean, nothing too hard about it. For the ones that did ask if you could see through your rear window, you could. Not clearly, as if of course you didn't have it, but you can still see. It would help you by probably removing the headrest. That would help a little bit more with visibility. And also just remember that this Bestop Supertop, they do sell windows for it, both on this side and on that side, and I know that would also help a little bit more on visibility. But I mean, you can still see, and then you got to remember, you still got your mirrors, and then you still have, of course, the backup camera that comes with the truck, so it's nothing too bad. Yeah, so there it is. So if you guys did like this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys can, please make sure to share this video with your friends, with your family, anybody. Help the channel grow. You guys know I like doing giveaways. And BENZ Tech like doing this for you guys and just showing you guys how everything is done. So yeah, if you guys can, help us out and we help you. See you guys next time. Peace.